while on the computer, right? I would make myself like a peanut butter sandwich, you know,
Right.
or
I know.
because it's ready, and yeah, and the bread runs up very fast. Yeah.
Now,
Correct. So I got a new look just right.
two things. One is I start recording already.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
the other thing is, do you speak? Have a lot of online meetings and stuff now.
Do I have a lot of online?
Yeah, like this conference now, video conference.
No, not on Skype. Mostly, no, not at all. Unless my client needs to talk to me. Other than that, with friends, it's always on still on WhatsApps, you know. And then the last time I spoke to a group of friends, like three of us, it was like some 2 weeks, right? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So that was it. That one is through WhatsApps, right? Not Skype. Yeah, the one is a bit mobile. But other than that, is on WhatsApps is still 90% of my communications with the outside world. Emails very video conference very little. So I think it's because of the bandwidth and all this, or people are not ready to show their face on the computer or on the video call. So even though you make call, they would just put a sticker over the camera and you see nothing but a black patch.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So maybe we will talk about before the actual topic. I do not know what you want to talk about today, but I will share with you what I gotten last night, which is pretty interesting.
Sure. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. For example, like now, I'm looking at your face on the computer screen.
That's correct.
Right. Where is my eyes now?
Your eyes is looking at the camera.
Now, where am I
looking at the screen? You're looking at the screen basically. Yeah. Right.
Now where am I looking?
Sorry?
Now, am I looking at you?
Pretty much better than a few seconds ago, yes. Yeah.
Exactly. So you see, this is a little things that we don't understand. And if you're using a phone, the camera is at the side. Right. Now, when you're using a computer, the camera is on top here.
Correct. I understand.
So at this point here, so in other words, now, Michael, you look at the camera now. Don't look at
Okay, I'll look at the camera now. Okay.
Now you're looking at me.
Correct. I understand that. Yeah. Just like doing selfie, right?
Exactly.
Everybody looks at the screen and then it come out, the eyes is in a different direction, Right.
Now you see. So yesterday I learned one thing, right? Is a few things. One is this. A lot of people take advantages, not take advantage, take for granted that, or they've forgotten that they are actually on the meeting.
Right.
It's what we spoke about the new normal, about what do you call that? Home office, right? About working from home. Isn't this part of the working from home system that you had to talk about to your client? That is one of the important parts. Then the trainer came out and said that he was wearing a jacket. He was wearing a jacket. Then he commented, half the audience from Europe, Singapore, Hong Kong, and everybody, they were wearing T-shirts, and one of them was a pajamas.
Yeah, I'm in my pajamas now. Actually, yeah. Today I did not.
So you see, so they forgot, right?
Right.
Okay, they are actually in a training. So they still have to tell themselves, I'm going for training. Are you dressing up for training? Are you dressing up to see a client? I think this is some part that where wow. Then the third part, of course, we know that he said that what's behind you. If let's say you are a company, it's good to have a screen, right, that is designed for your company.
Right.
A backdrop, right, that is designed for your company. Or if I go without my what do you call that background, let's say I take away my background, okay. Now I don't have a background now, right? So my background is a curtain and a painting,
Correct.
And maybe I put a sculpture there. So
a bit of housekeeping, lah. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, correct.
So nice one. So housekeeping will be the let me put back my parliament.
Yeah, I'm not, Casey, I'm not big on using a still image as a background because sometimes when the subject moves, it requires a lot of computer power, all right, to detect your age. And then sometimes it gets distorted, sometimes it gets blurry. I'm sure you experienced it yesterday when I had that background, and sometimes I move, it gets cut away, it got masked away. It's because of the, right, yeah. Correct. So I only see a few of your five fingers. So yeah. So normally, yeah.
Because there's this one Malay lady wearing a green color tudong, and then she put on the virtual background. We can only see her black face. You know.
Yeah. Correct.
I
a lot of yeah. But that may slow down. That may slow down the video as well because your computer is processing. If you have a slower computer, like you're using a MacBook Air and I'm using a MacBook Pro, processor is very different. So your processor is keeping up just with your image, and not forgetting you're doing like recording as well. Then they are also streaming the audio files as well. You know, right? Then plus your bandwidth is shared. So a lot of things are, it's best to minimize. So now I see you very sharp and clear, right?
So
I'm
if I
looking.
took away the back, right, our recording will be easier.
No, if you do a record, you see right now you're doing a recording, right? Correct? Right. I can see the recording is there. Your image to me appears to be 720 HD. It's just a HD, good enough HD. All right, our camera is not 1080 or 4K yet. Yeah, most of the laptop cameras are 720 still. All right, yeah. So that is to facilitate the, the bandwidth as of now.
So let me recall.
All right.
Is it so? In other words, if I do not have a virtual background, the recording will be
smoother, of course,
lagging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Less lagging, of course.
Let's try that today. Okay. I mean, I don't have a messy background, so I don't mind. Now,
right. Okay. So I set my let me set mine to non-blur because blur also requires some processing. So I set to none, like what you've done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see that my screen is pretty sharp right now. Right. So you come across to you much sharper, I think. Yeah. So anyway, so this call that you made, the speaking club, is that correct?
Yes.
For the speaking club. Okay. What did you guys talk about yesterday?
Okay. Yesterday.
A lot of things.
Yesterday wasn't my club one. Yesterday was another trainer from Peru.
Right.
He has.
I see.
He has a mentor. He trained people, so that they organize like training talks. So he got 5 speakers which he mentored, right? Then he will invite everybody in the world to listen to them. You know, so they are training.
I see.
So we are participants who listen, and we can feedback if we want to. We can type them and tell them what we think or not.
Correct.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but of course, what I gotten last night is basically what happened to this pandemic lockdown, right? Has given us the new normal, has given us a very big open market to play on, like training etiquette online.
Yeah.
Like what we spoke about on whatever we spoke about.
Right. Yeah.
So that is part of the psychology now, right?
Right.
Last time I will go to your office to teach your staff training on etiquette in the office and seeing your client. Now it is lah, you know.
It's online. Everything is online. I think more so after the COVID-19, right? Yeah. More things will be online. Yeah. Learning guitar online, learning cooking online. But those things are not new. Those things are already there. But it just made us more aware that some of these things can be taught or learned online. Yeah. Asia is still not too much of online culture as compared to US or the European countries. Yeah, they do a lot of things online.
Okay, you see, Michael, it's so interesting when you say that, right? Singapore is never a culture to shop online because we still have a very big percentage of the older generation, right? A lot of my friends, the older guys will tell me, Casey, 2 months ago, I don't even know how to use a computer. Now I'm watching videos and I'm talking to my family through the computer.
Right.
And
yeah, which is a very small part of
Yeah,
right.
But there is so they are forced to be inside there.
Right.
And
correct.
after this pandemic, are you telling me we kick the habit? No, this will be with us already.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to go back. Yeah, so that the extra 1 month of the circuit breaker added to it would pretty much kind of set us into that behavior. Right.
Right. Okay. Right. Now, let's talk about today's topic.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Today's topic is this.
Yeah, awakening.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
Okay. And anybody can start. Anybody can talk. Yeah, we have never tried inviting a third person in. I think Skype.
I have started. I asked already. I asked Philip Lim.
Oh yeah. You mentioned his name the last time. Yeah, I talked about a three-way.
He said just give him a date and time.
Okay.
And if he can, he will join us.
Yeah, it's informal. Yeah.
I said let's do it next Tuesday. Okay, because Monday, right? I need to adjust the time with you. I have a meeting at 11:30.
It need not have to be every day. It can be an alternate day. That gives us more time to think about and to prepare and to absorb even,
I can't.
What we have.
I need to see you. Yeah.
Casey, marry me. I'm still single.
You're not my type. You're too fat.
Oh my gosh, yeah. For that penny, it's worth that pound,
I'll marry you for the all the coins behind you.
Oh yeah, did you see those coins I have? I showed you the picture yesterday, right? Hold on, then one moment. I was doing housekeeping a couple of weeks ago before the circuit breaker kicks in, and that's where you got all the boxes, right? Yeah.
And then you didn't put these in the boxes.
Yeah, unfortunately, this pile of coins. Can you hear the sound? Can you hear it?
Can you prepare another box?
Right. This one here.
Yeah.
Right.
This is which?
This is Star Wars. Featuring there is a kind of a engraving of Darth Vader with his lightsaber. All right. Yeah, and I do not know. Yeah, kind of a funny looking coin. I don't know where I got it from even. Yeah. So this one did not make it into that box. Yeah.
No, it comes with the record one, so you have to pass it to me.
Oh, no, I don't think so. The record you have, you see, the record is the original record. We call it double LP. You open up, there's a two not CDs, two vinyl records. It's original. I don't know who is the recording studio, Capitol or RCA or Philips or anything. Right? And then you have stories inside, right? And then, in fact, a lot of records are really original classical, that period of songs. Then the other one I have, this is interesting. This is where the Joker, I think, yeah.
I got it. I can see. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The Batman Joker.
Oh, that's Two-Face.
Two-Face. Yeah. Joker. That scene whereby the Joker was falling into a elevator shaft, I think, and then he was tossing his coin and he lost his coin. Right. He somehow He flipped, he didn't catch it, it bounced off, and I think he fell to his death, but I don't know whether he died or not. And then the coin landed on the ground. Right. Yeah. This is from the Joker. Quite nice. Yeah. In fact, it was produced for the movie, but this one did not make it to the set lah. So this is, I don't know how many they make. It's limited edition. And then of course the usual Singapore coins, which I think we are very familiar with.
That's useless. Huh?
The Singapore coins, right? Yeah. Or you're talking about the Joker coin and the Star Wars coins are useless.
Singapore
coin. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought the Star Wars coin useless. I would throw it out.
Okay, Michael. I'm sending you a message now. It's a two-face coin, not the Joker coin.
Right. That's what the Joker used, I think. The Joker always toss a coin.
No, Two-Face.
Oh, it's a Two-Face guy, not the Joker. Oh, Two-Face is a character.
Yes, you look at it. You look at the video.
Oh, I see. I thought it was a Joker and then he fell off. Hey, I give you that Joker hologram poster. You got it?
Yeah.
Did you get it?
That's why it's scary.
Yeah. The eyes follows you, you walk across the room. Notice, yeah, that's a special effect. Because they have two of these, they call it lenticular. It's a lenticular printing, right?
I know this technology 20 years already.
Oh yeah, and it's still amazing. It is still amazing. It's like the first step to a hologram.
Yeah.
Right. Correct.
No.
So anyway, yeah. So today's topic is about awakening. So I do not know what are your personal definitions, and have you had any experience with this before, awakening? But just to give you a bit of context, okay, a bit of context is I use things that you can relate to.
Sure.
Right? Two examples. The very first iPhone that Steve has taught about. All right, the iPhone was launched sometime in June of 2007. Yeah. The first launch, the world, the iPhone then, and of course it took 2 years before to build it. So in 2005, I think, all right, they started this product, iPhone. So what would have gone through Steve Jobs' mind? What would have triggered it and says, yeah, we need a phone. Yeah, we need to move the company to this direction. Yeah, the world needs this. I think it requires more than just genius. It requires more than just knowledge or drive or whatever we thought about him with the kind of qualities that he had. It has to do with what I call the awakening. All right. I won't say suddenly. It's an unplanned thing, but it came to him and says, what am I doing with my company? What do we need to move forward? That waking up. Okay, the short word for that is waking up, awakening, right? Waking up to a brilliant idea. So where did that thought come about? How would awakening be something that we planned? Oh, this is what we're going to do. To me, that is not awakening. Take, for example, 2 years down the road, I want to be so and so. 3 years down the road, I want to achieve this. All right. So
I understand.
So the awakening, the awakening is, it should be an unplanned. It should be a subconscious to a conscious state of mind, and says yes. This awakening. Take, for example, you and I are doing podcasting. All right. We can continue this for 10 years down the road, and it will still be the same. 11 o'clock, we do this, we find a topic, we talk, and da. But when you or I have an awakening, right, then something different is going to happen. That is called the awakening. Hey, let's not talk about Skype anymore. Let's do something very different. So that awakening. The awakening moment is important. All right. So that is the iPhone awakening, Steve Jobs' awakening to the iPhone. All right. Uh, the other awakening story is I could relate that to our nation building. All right. In 1965, we have gotten our independence. All right. The country continued to kind of go through a very transitional period to evolve into a much better Singapore. All
Yeah.
right. Now, if LKY continues and says, "Oh yeah, now we are slightly better than Malaysia. We are happy. Life goes on, right?" But what gives that trigger in his head and says, "Gee, this is not it. Singapore should be something different." That awakening is not about the what is going or what we are going to build and how we're going to build and how we're going to get there. It's not so much on that. It's like that moment of our nation have to be that. So that is the awakening, right? So
I
if we take that awakening into our business, whether it's graphic design or family, I'll take it into the graphic design, right? Correct.
yeah.
You can be doing your design the way you are. You see, if you look at the way you do design, not so much on how to, your mental, your physical, your style, your process, it's no different from the first day you started in school.
I agree with that.
Right? The process is still the same. Yeah. So there is no awakening, you see. There is no awakening. Yeah. So awakening comes is like, hey, once you have the awakening, things normally take a very bold step, whether successful or not. But most likely, if it's successful, we can see the result. Then we can relate to an awakening. Normally, it leads to something good. Take, for example, the COVID-19. The whole world have gone into an awakening mode. Suddenly, everybody stood up. My gosh, what is happening to the world?
Okay.
That moment of awakening is not planned for, right? It came and it shocked us, and it changes a lot of things. The way we live, the way we communicate, the way we buy, the way we learn, the way we eat, the way we socialize. Everything changed. That is an awakening moment. So how can we apply the awakening, in our business? I think that is a very important part of breaking out from our mold, right?
Okay, what is the opposite word of awakening?
Not awakening. Is it correct?
Sleep. Sleep.
Huh? No, don't use the word wake. Wake. AWAKE. Awakening.
What's the opposite
Maybe.
meaning of awakening? It got to be
Oh,
expression. It got to be an expression because there's no such word.
yeah.
Because you talk about opposite of awaken is sleeping, right? Awakening is opposite to stop sleeping. Now,
Uh-huh.
interesting. Awakening is like one day you wake up and say, "Hey, I'm a gay." That's awakening.
Right.
It's,
No, that
it's
one is shocking, man.
You're right. Not awakening. Wrong example.
Yeah.
Okay, it's more. Another word is more descriptive of what you do and what the mindset. Yeah, mindset